Tank Davis admits he's scared of Shakur. Wait, what?
You come to that mic, make sure you introduce yourself, and ask your question to the fighter.
Oliver Salt for Daily Mail. Gervonta, a lot of boxing fans aren't happy with the fact you've taken this fight rather than the road rematch fights with.
Boy, blue blood hair, long as shit. They say you look about 50. You know what I'm saying? It's hair long as shit. I give him his props, fool.
The likes of
My shit'd be about there if I ain't cut my shit, you know what I'm saying? But things had to be done for us, man. My you know what I'm saying?
Shakur, Devin Haney, Teofimo, etc. What do you make of that reaction? And can we still expect to see those fights?
Why should I care what they think? When y'all switch somebody can have a bad day and y'all switching on who y'all favorite fighter is or who this person is supposed to fight. Like y'all need to sit back and be fans and just enjoy the sport. Like y'all even talk about people's personal lives. Like why when it come to that?
Can we still expect to see any of those fights in the future though?
And y'all keep talking about fighting somebody. Didn't he just have a fight? And what happened? What happened? He won, right? But how he look in it? Exactly. But y'all say some different shit when it's me, right? Cause y'all want me to lose. When y'all see people in that limelight too long, they want to take that they want somebody else to come take that spot. That's why it's always
Tank is a YN at heart. You know what I'm saying? Tank is a YN. You feel me? He's a YN at heart. He's a YN. And shit. He a rich one though. You know what I'm saying? He a rich one. So you can't really say shit about it, but Tank is a YN. Another thing about Tank, he got these. You know what I'm saying? A lot of YNs don't got these. You feel me? So it's like, gets to a point where shit, Tank can talk his shit because he got these. He probably got these. And he got this. So it's like, hey.
like, come on, bro. That's what happened with Floyd. Y'all seen him too much, and once y'all seen him so much, y'all start hating on, like, it turned from love to hate. You know?
Next question.
What's good, YouTube?
Fucking intro 2 minutes into the video, y'all. We just gonna skip right here, man.
I told you guys this before. He's afraid of Shakur Stevenson. He do not want to lose to Shakur Stevenson. Okay? He is okay with taking a risk against the likes of Jake Paul, YouTube sensation turned professional boxer, who is 6'1" with a 76-inch arm reach at 200 pounds.
But that payday is way more than a Shakur Stevenson payday, in my opinion. Well, that's a fact. That payday is way more than what he'll get from Shakur Stevenson. Keep it real.
He'll take that risk as a real fight, a 60-pound weight jump. 60 pounds. Because Tank Davis is 5'4" with a 67-inch arm reach and fights at 135 and told the world he's not comfortable at fighting 140 because he's naturally a 130-pounder. But now he's going to take a jump 60 pounds with a guy 6'1" with a 76-inch arm reach and have the audacity when asked, well, Shakur Stevenson, Devin Haney, these guys are your size, he says the arm reach of him and Jake Paul is not that far apart. He has almost a 10-inch arm reach advantage over Gervonta Tank Davis. Almost a 10-inch arm reach advantage.
Is Jake Paul, does he establish his jab well? Let me know. Because I don't really watch Jake Paul fights. But, I mean, shit, apparently he's starting to get into top fighters. So, is his jab established? You get me? Let me know.
And this dude says the arm reach is not that far apart. Is that not ridiculous? But then he goes on and says that when have it become where y'all talking about fighters' personal lives? Gervonta Tank Davis. There's a guy that goes by the name of Iron Mike Tyson. You may have heard of him. You may have compared yourself to him. He was fighting before you was born. You was born in November of 1994. Mike Tyson was boxing at a world-class level in the 80s. I don't know if you know, but before you was born, the boxing media was talking about Mike Tyson's personal life. I don't know if you know, but the boxing media was talking about Muhammad Ali's perfect personal life. I don't know if you know, but the boxing world and boxing media was talking about Sugar Ray Leonard's personal life. I don't know if you know, but the boxing world was talking about Pernell Whitaker's personal life. I
mean, it gets to a point where, you know what I'm saying, since you're in the spotlight like that, they're going to start talking about your personal life. And another thing is, them talking about your personal life makes them money, so shit. It makes sense, but it's just weird. It's a weird way to make money, but it makes sense.
I don't know if you know, but you need to do your homework before you saying these things, because you are saying absolutely anything to avoid a fight with Shakur Stevenson. And then to compare your fight and your performance as the favorite, the heavily favorite, 25-1 favorite. Let me say it again, people. You was a 25-1 favorite over Lamont Roach. Shakur Stevenson was not a 25-1 favorite over William Zepeda. And you struggled with Lamont Roach. You fought to a draw.
All right, there we go, taking credit from Lamont Roach again. Lamont Roach is not a scrub. Shakur wants to fight Lamont Roach. Shakur just fought Zepeda. Why would Shakur fight a scrub after Zepeda? It wouldn't make sense. And we all know that Tio fight is not happening. So that Lamont Roach's fight is coming. You know what I'm saying? We got to make it make sense. That's what we don't do a lot. We don't make a lot of shit make sense. And that's what we need to start doing. Make shit make sense.
And many in the boxing world thought you lost because you took an ill-advised knee that should have been ruled a knockdown. You went to your corner in the middle of a round and they touched your gloves and wiped your face. That's illegal. You should be disqualified. Don't know if you know, but the great Roy Jones Jr. first loss came at a disqualification. So when you talk about people shouldn't be talking about people's personal life, to avoid the question, they've been talking about boxers' personal life since Jack Johnson.
Yeah, on that note.